Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and I'm out here to put up my wife's Christmas lights, or our Christmas lights, but she's requested that I get the Christmas lights put up. While I'm out here doing this, I thought it'd be a good time to give a review on this scaffolding system. I didn't say what brand it is because I've actually mixed a couple of brands. When you look at the ones sold at Harbor Freight and Lowe's and Home Depot, they're all different brands, but they're all exactly the same as far as I can tell. And I found out for a fact that the parts from one brand fit another, because I've added a second layer, I've added the safety cage on the top, and I've added the outriggers, and it all works together. So I'm gonna get this unstrapped from the tractor before my hydraulics bleed off and start pulling down on that platform. And then I'll tell you what I like and don't like about this scaffolding. This isn't a sponsored video or anything like that, although I will put some links in the description to this scaffolding system. The reason I'm making this video, but other than the fact I just like to make videos, is that when I decided I needed a better way to reach the top of the Quonset hut, I had this one piece of scaffolding, and I was genuinely curious, does it feel safe to be on this when you have two layers? Does the top basket and the outriggers really help with safety? And I had trouble finding the answer to those questions. And then I get over to Lowe's and they don't have the accessories. So I go to Home Depot and they have them, but it's a different brand, and I didn't know if they were interchangeable. So I looked on YouTube again and was having trouble finding that answer. So hopefully I can answer those questions for anyone else who was in the same place I was with this yesterday. What I originally bought was Werner / Baker from Lowe's, but there's basically the same thing at Harbor Freight and Franklin. I believe Franklin is the brand at Harbor Freight, and then at Home Depot you have a brand called Metaltech. The outriggers and the top basket are Metaltech, and I can't tell a difference between them. I originally bought the scaffolding when we bought the property, which is about 1.5 years ago, and we had that 30 by 50 shop, and it needed a lot of work done. Insulate the whole thing, put in HVAC, drop the ceiling, and I was just being cheap. I bought the cheapest piece of scaffolding I could find. And for just this one section was about $200. And I spent a ton of hours on this. Like I said, I installed my own ductwork, I ran wiring around the shop, and it did the job. But it never felt very safe, honestly. You're up 6 foot high, and it's solid, but it doesn't feel solid standing on it. And I felt fine if I was standing on it and I could grab the rafters above me. But really what I should have done to begin with was put the cage on top, because that makes it a lot more secure. And then the second thing that's really nice to do is add the outriggers. For your initial $200, you get a 6 foot tall platform with locking wheels. If you lock the wheels, it doesn't move, and it works exactly the way it is. Another nice thing about it is it's collapsible. So you've got these right here, these pins right here lift and swivel, then this platform lifts off. After you take the platform off, there's clips right here that you pull out, and you can actually fold this flat and put it in a very small space. And that's still true with the whole system. If you don't want to leave it set up, you can store it in a small space. Basically everything on this has the same connection system. You have these pins right here. You pop the pins out, pull this other pin out, and that comes off. That's the same way it is putting the sections together. Basically the same way it is putting the top basket on. This outrigger might be under a little bit of pressure, so I'm going to have to lift slightly on the scaffolding to put this in. The outriggers definitely make this feel more stable. It gives you more peace of mind standing on it. But they're another $176. What happened to me is I'm walking through the store and I see this scaffolding for $200. I thought, man, for $200 I'll be better off than having a ladder. And it was better than just a ladder, but it didn't feel complete. And you're sizing this up as, hey, what's $200 for a project like I'm doing? But then really, you need to spend another $170 on these outriggers and 170 on the top basket to get yourself something that's going to feel safe. So now you're looking at $550, and I feel good about what I got for my money there. But the next question is, can you get a more substantial, larger scaffolding for that same price? And I don't know, I'd be surprised if you can. But the other thing about this is it breaks down and you can store it in a small space. Let's climb up to the top and show you what the basket looks like and what it feels like climbing this. Am I supposed to be out of breath after climbing up this? And you have a latch right here to operate, to open it. So the height of this is perfect for the job I want to do, working on putting up these lights from the driveway. On part of it over there, the ground's not level enough. There's no leveling system built into this, so it won't work over there. But for my preference last year to do this, you know, we are 12, it'd be about 20 feet high. And last year I was sitting up here leaning out to clip this on, and I feel a lot safer on this scaffolding than I did standing up there or sitting up there. So the next question, is this scaffolding safe? Does it feel safe? Do I feel safe standing on it all the way up at 20 feet? The answer is yes, I feel secure up there. And I weigh 275 pounds, but it's got a 1,000-pound weight limit as a 1-layer scaffolding and 750 as a 2-layer scaffolding. I feel confident up there. It feels better than any other way that I've put up these Christmas lights or, you know, worked on the roof of my shop or anything like that. And if I was working in the shop, I could pull this down and make it a double width 1-layer scaffolding, and that would really feel secure if you did a good job of strapping the two together. So I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. You should see more of our videos over here, and I'll see you next time.